Bonjour et bienvenue sur Speak French. Avec moi, je suis Séverine, votre professeure de français. Hello and welcome to Speak French. Avec moi, I am Séverine and I am your French coach. Comment ça va? Moi, je vais très bien. What if you could go shopping and interacting in French? Such as asking questions about your clothes size, your shoe size, or be able to ask important questions about the items that you're about to buy. I'm going to teach you everything in 10 minutes. As usual, head to the website speakfrenchavecmoi.com for the transcript. This episode is about 10 to 12 minutes long and you will need it to practice. And also, you can go to the Facebook page to find more content and more inspiration when you arrive in France. All right. Are you ready to speak French? I'll be right back after this short break. Alors, avant de commencer, so before we start, just a word about etiquette. I mean manners you should have when interacting with salespeople in French. It's considered rude to walk into a store and not immediately greet a salesperson. The custom is to greet people, even if you feel that they are paid to do their job. So always wait for them to reply before you start asking a question. You will also notice that a salesperson might not be smiling to you or being overly friendly. Being formal and distant is seen as being polite and professional in France, where being too friendly is seen as too casual. Also, don't expect salesperson to introduce themselves right away by their first name or even dropping a name. It is very uncommon in France. All right, so let's start and speak French. Bonjour madame ou bonjour monsieur, vous désirez? Bonjour madame, bonjour monsieur, est-ce que je peux vous aider? Did you hear? Bonjour madame ou bonjour monsieur, vous désirez? Bonjour madame ou bonjour monsieur, est-ce que je peux vous aider? The word désirer in France, what do you desire, means what would you like. It's very common. Est-ce que je peux vous aider means may I help you? Alors, commençons. Let's start. Let's pretend you want to try on some clothes. So if you're looking, just start your sentence by je cherche. Je cherche means I am looking for. Keep it simple and short. Je cherche. All right, so now we're going to learn what you're looking for. So how about learning some vocabulary around clothes? Une chemise et shirt. Une chemise. Un chemisier. A blouse. Un chemisier. Un pantalon. A pair of pants. Un pantalon. We don't say a pair of pants in French, we say un pantalon. Une jupe et skirt. Une jupe. robe, a dress. Une robe. You don't pronounce robe, and robe in English is not une robe in French. Une robe, a dress. You want to pronounce like the verb, to rob. Une robe. Un costume, a business suit. Un costume. In French, we use the same noun for a business suit or, yes, a costume. Un costume, a business suit. Une veste, a jacket. Une veste, a jacket. Un manteau, a coat. Un manteau. Une paire de sandales, sandals. Une paire de sandales. Une paire de bottes, boots. Une paire de bottes. Une paire de chaussures, a pair of shoes. Let's try it together. Une paire de chaussures. Chaussures. If you're looking for pumps or high heels, une paire de talons hauts. Talons hauts. High heels. For accessories, un bracelet. Un bracelet. A bracelet. Un collier. A necklace. Un collier. A ring. Une bague. Une bague. A ring. All right, so now what if you want to try on? So to ask to try on, the verb is essayer. Essayer. Essayer means to try on. To ask, I would like to try on. Je voudrais essayer. Je voudrais essayer. Now, I went through a list of nouns and you notice that it was either une or un. Remember that in French, every noun has a gender. It means that when it's feminine, we say une for one item. And when it's masculine, it's un for one item. We will practice at the end of this episode. To talk about your size, you hear quelle taille faites-vous or quelle taille vous faites. What size are you? The word taille, almost like Thai food, means your size. To reply, you say je fais du and then your size. Quelle taille faites-vous? Or quelle taille vous faites? You reply je fais du. In English, usually we say I am a. In French, we say I do. All right, so how are you going to talk about your size? You can use the word extra small, Small, medium, large, extra large, or extra, extra large. Your French salesperson will understand. Now, if you're looking for the fitting room, the French word is cabine. Yes, and usually you see signs such as cabine d'essayage fitting rooms. If you don't know where the fitting room is or are, je cherche les cabines. Usually we have more than one fitting room. Je cherche les cabines. Alright. Now, if you hear from the salesperson, ça va ou alors ça va, they're not asking you how you are. Actually, this is to ask you if the item fits you. So, what do you reply? If the item fits you, oui, ça va. If the item doesn't fit you, non, ça ne va pas. Oui, ça va. If it fits you, non, ça ne va pas. If it doesn't fit you. If it's too large, c'est trop grand. I know trop is a little hard to say. C'est trop grand. You don't pronounce the D at the end, please. C'est trop grand. If it's too small, c'est trop petit. And please don't pronounce the T at the end. C'est trop petit. C'est trop grand. It's too large. C'est trop petit. Now, what if you want to try on shoes? For shoes, the salesperson will say, quelle pointure faites-vous? You might hear quelle taille, but you might hear the word pointure. Pointure. How does this work in French for shoes? I think it goes from 35 to maybe 47. You will have to use a chart and convert your shoe size in French. And of course, if you need to learn the numbers, I do have 2 episodes dedicated to numbers in French. Now, how do you ask for another size? Je cherche une taille plus grande. I'm looking for a larger size. Je cherche une taille plus grande. I am looking for a larger size. Je cherche une taille moins grande. I'm looking for a smaller size. Je cherche une taille moins grande. I'm looking for a smaller size. For shoes, je cherche une pointure plus grande. I'm looking for a larger size, shoe size. Je cherche une pointure plus grande. Je cherche une pointure plus petite. I'm looking for a smaller size. Je cherche une pointure plus petite. Now, if everything looks good on you and fits, then you can just say, oui, c'est parfait. Yes, it's perfect. Oui, c'est parfait. Now, what if you don't want anything, so never forget your good manners, and you can just say merci, au revoir, when you leave the store or, the corner if you're in a department store. Of course, you will need to practice. So let's try these simple sentences. Bonjour madame, je voudrais essayer une robe s'il vous plaît. And then the salesperson might say, Oui madame. And then a few minutes later, Alors, ça vous va? Non, c'est trop petit. Je cherche une taille plus grande. All right, did you understand what I was saying? So, the client or the customer, Hello, Mrs. I'd like to try on a dress, please. Yes, of course. And then a few minutes later, the salesperson comes back. How is it? How's this fitting you? No, this is too small. I'm looking for a larger size. Now let's have another one. Bonjour madame, je voudrais essayer une paire de talons hauts, s'il vous plaît. Je cherche les cabines. Oui, madame. A few minutes later, c'est trop grand. Je cherche une pointure plus petite, s'il vous plaît. Voilà, madame. Did you understand? Hello, Mrs. I would like to try on these high heels or pair of pumps, please. I'm looking for the fitting rooms. Of course. A few minutes later, it's too big. I'm looking for a smaller shoe size, please. Here you go, Mrs. And one more. Bonjour, monsieur. Je voudrais essayer ce costume, s'il vous plaît. Je cherche les cabines. A few minutes later. Alors, ça vous va? Oui, c'est parfait. Did you understand? Hello, sir. I'd like to try on a suit, please. A few minutes later. So, does this fit you? Yes, it's perfect. Voilà, c'est la fin de cet épisode. Here you go. This is the end of this episode. Give yourself a big applause for making it to the end. It's a pretty long episode with a lot of words and a lot of expressions to learn and to practice. As I said many times, make sure to practice during the week and to listen again and again and to go to the website to have the transcript. Again, wherever you are in the world, thank you for listening and learning French avec moi. I hope this episode was helpful, so feel free to leave a 5-star rating. You can do it straight in the Spotify app, or you can leave some comments on podcasts, Apple Podcast. I'm sorry. And of course, if you have not subscribed, do it now so you can have the upcoming episode. Also, I apologize if you hear the train in the background. I actually live quite far from the railroad, but for whatever reason, they like to honk on a regular basis whenever I record the episode. Voilà, merci, à bientôt, au revoir.